What is up YouTube, That's here, bringing you guys another VGC 2017 battle. We're using Butterfree Garchomp, and we're going up against a guy who is going to be named God. That is his title, that is his tag. He's going to be using Tapu Koko and Garchomp, so really cool lead that has potential for ground Z moves as well as Discharge, Discharge being one of my favorite moves from Tapu Koko, as well as a Lightning Rod or Low-Wind Marowak and a competitive Milotic. So a very standard team we see over here. He also had I think he had a Zerk tree, whatever that electric Ultra Beast is, and I think he had a Tapu Bulu if I'm not mistaken. So my team on the left hand side is going to be Butterfree Garchomp, that Alakazam that I like so much, and Tapu Lele. And normally I've been just putting everything to sleep with Butterfree. I've been showing games where I put things to sleep and switch correctly and do stuff like that. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to show the power of Butterfree in like a mirror match situation where we both have a Garchomp on the board or I need to redirect some damage. So we're going to show that Butterfree isn't just a sleep powder one trick. He also has uses kind of like how I just think of Butterfree as like a glass cannon. It's like a Choice Scarf Amoonguss, that's the best way to describe it because he can redirect things too. He has Rage Powder. We don't see Rage Powder all that often, but in this game it's going to be so good. So we see Tapu Koko and Alakazam here. Really good lead for my opponent. Has potential for almost anything. I'm thinking, alright, well that Tapu Koko potentially has one shot at my Garchomp. His Garchomp has potential one shot at my Garchomp. This is like the worst lead ever because I also can't put anything to sleep because of the Electric Surge. So it's really bad. So what we did was we popped a Rage Powder just to redirect the Garchomp attack. Tapu Koko usually only goes for AoE. It's usually always Discharge or it's always Dazzling Gleam. If it's special, which it usually always is. I think I'm definitely the exception to the rule there. So we're going to go for an Earthquake here. We win the speed tie, not that it really matters because they used Rage Powder, but we one-shot the Tapu Koko, which is amazing. We chunk his Garchomp kind of low, like low enough to be KO'd by any other move from any of my Pokemon, and then Butterfree takes the last hit, so bye-bye Butterfree. Butterfree goes down, but it's lost but not forgotten because I've definitely stabilized here. I have a high HP Garchomp versus his low HP Garchomp. I don't know if I won the speed tie before, but I'm sending out my Garchomp to make sure that it's not like a fluke, so I can just KO his Garchomp whenever I want with my Alakazam. We're also switching into Lele here, just to block potential Ice Beam or any type of attack you would go for, and then I have potential one-shot on the Milotic next turn. So we go for a big Psychic, not even needing to pop our Z move here, just takes his Garchomp out. Remember, our Garchomp is saved in the back, so he has stuff like Marowak that can definitely just get taken out by ours, which is awesome. And then we see a Dragon Tail. And I think Dragon Tail is pretty cool on Milotic. I guess if you have that extra slot, it's not the worst thing in the world. But in a metagame so dominated by fairy types, I just don't see a way that you can make it work in doubles. In singles, it's very good. So Marowak comes in here, and he's just going to pop the Protect. But I'm going to be busting out something a little bit different, You guys have been seeing me normally use the Poison Z move, but a couple replays ago, I went up against a Garchomp who had a Ground Z move, and I decided to test it out for myself. So we're going to be using a Ground Z move here. What is this thing? The Tectonic Rage. I love the animation for this move. Remember, it is a ground single target Z move, so that means I can start pairing my I almost said Ground Chomp, but Garchomp with Tapu Koko, so I can go for different types of stuff. I don't have to Earthquake my teammate to use ground moves anymore. And I almost one-shotted that Marowak. That's so ridiculous. And then I even followed it up with a Dazzling Gleam because Marowak is very bulky. I didn't really know how much damage I could deal. So we're going to lose our Garchomp, unfortunately, this turn. But at this point, there's not really that much you can do about it. He already took super big damage from our Z move. We still have our Alakazam in the back who would have one-shot potential on both of these Pokemon regardless. So at this point in the game, it's pretty much over. And, I'd like to thank Butterfree. Butterfree definitely put the work in here. It KO'd the Tapu Koko, it redirected the Garchomp, and it set up for the strongest turn 2 with like a free KO on his Garchomp. It was very strong. Sacrifice to win the game. Definitely that chess piece pawn that wins everything. And then it's just maximum style points because this guy whose name is God, just like, man, I just lost to Butterfree. That's the best thing about using it because Butterfree's going to be my favorite just because, I like the anime, I like, bug types, I like flying types, so Butterfree is always going to be one of my favorites, but it's really cool being able to use it and then people like, wow, because I wouldn't even call it cheese. It's not a gimmick, it's a standard set that's just been like bad for the past 10 years or 20 years or so, you know? So that is the last of my games featuring this exact team core. I'm probably going to switch it up starting in the next games. I have a few different ideas. I might work with a Hail team or something. I have to start planning my regionals team. So I don't know, you might see this team a few more times, but that's probably it for this team. So let me know what you guys think about these battles or this team in general in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.